Welcome back to our White's Walk, episode 26. We are reviewing the Burnley game, and it's Aronson that Leeds fans have got knives out for this week. How is anyone defending him? Says, I don't give a schmidt. That's 5 consecutive full 90 minutes where he hasn't registered a goal or an assist. It's not good enough, is it, for a side potentially heading to the Premier League? We've got Jacob to review that. We're asking, what did we learn from Burnley? Should Nonto have been brought on sooner? Plus, the transfer window is closing. Do we need a new number 9, a new number 10 bringing in? We'll get Jacob's thoughts on that. And we're choosing our worst ever Leeds backline. Welcome back to the quickest and most comprehensive review of all things Leeds. Jacob, not a thriller for the neutral, but what did you learn from the Burnley game?
Firstly, how defensive Burnley are and how good Burnley are at defending. So credit to them, they were so difficult to break down. But I didn't think I thought I was impressed by us the way we kept the ball, moved it around. But it's just sort of the final third, nothing really clicked, and nothing clicked for them really either. But for us, sometimes it was just that final ball. Maybe we could have had a few more shots off. But it's a good point away from home there, especially. So we've got to take it.
Absolutely. I mean, they've not lost at home all season, so we can't criticise the result too much. But there's going to be questions asked, and let's go through some of them. The substitutions for you, should they have come a bit sooner, and B, should Nonto? Was this a sort of game that Nonto could, his pace could just unlock? You think?
Yeah, I feel so. I feel it should have definitely happened earlier, especially with James and Solomon picking up yellow cards. But to be fair, both of them couldn't really get into the game. James had a really good chance late on, and that was the only shot on target of the game. But I definitely think maybe even for Aronson, because I haven't really been too impressed with Aronson recent games, and he's played consistent 90 minutes. And Nonto today just didn't even get a minute on the pitch, so maybe something's up there. But I would have liked to see Nonto maybe definitely have come on today.
Yeah, the Aronson debate is raging on. PGH says, in terms of recruitment, no one can tell me after watching the last few games that we can't improve on a number 9 and a number 10. I mean, we've got, 6 days left of the transfer window. Does he have a point there, Jacob? Would a better 9 and or 10 win that game for you?
Yeah, definitely got a point. But you look at it over the season, like Aronson's popped up with more goals and assists that Leeds fans would have expected him. And Pirro's been consistent when he's got his chances. But today, like up against that defence, Egan Riley, Esteve, there was no matter who you've got up top, they would have found that very difficult out there today. So yeah, but just like mix it up. We've got the quality. We've seen Nonto play in the 10. And swap that front four around. Just try something new. 17 games to go, plenty of midweek games. Just mix it up.
Yeah, okay. Some of the ones Nick says, I hate to mention the B word, but Bielsa would go all out to win that game. I'm not going to criticise Farke on this one. It's Burnley away, but they're always going to get some fans that are going to say the style of football. I get what he's saying, but also, would you not have said that Bielsa could easily gone on and lost that?
No, 100%. The way that we played, we were obviously all out attack, but it left us open on numerous occasions. And I thought Farke did manage the game, bar a couple of subs. I thought he managed it really well. And obviously, he said before the game, he was like, if we can't win, let's not lose. Let's just get a point. And that's what we did. And, 3 clear of Burnley now. So that's all that matters, really.
Absolutely, yeah. And some enjoyable fixtures to come as well, including Cardiff at home this weekend. But the transfer window also is obviously going to be rattling around sort of Leeds fans' lips. For you, does there need to be a late surge in certainly that number, that sort of 10 role? Inquiries going up, perhaps.
It would be nice to get sort of a bigger name for the Championship in. Be nice to get a bit more cover in, definitely. But you look at it with when Pascal Struijk comes back, that's all of our players back. Gruev came back today and he started. Firpo's coming back now. Ramazani coming back. we've got a good enough squad to get the job done with who we have. And it's sort of, if you bring somebody in, who are they gonna replace, when the team's playing consistently well and haven't lost since November. So it's a difficult one, but it'd definitely be nice to see somebody in before deadline day.
Another clean sheet for Meslier. We need to praise him a bit, don't we? Because that's he seems to be back to his best. I know he didn't have a lot to do, but how impressive have you been in this month of January with him, given what's happened?
No,
before?
yeah, given the criticism, and like rightly so, he has, his decision making has cost us a few valuable points, but recently he's been a lot more assured. Obviously clean sheet today, clean sheet against Norwich, and a clean sheet against Sheffield Wednesday as well. So yeah, I've been really impressed with him. His decision making on kicking today was a lot better, and didn't even face a shot on target. So that's always a positive for him, and I'm sure he can take that, and that'll boost his confidence.
Absolutely. Listen, it's a 20-minute Leeds podcast, which we do weekly. A quick one this week, following very quickly the Burnley game has just finished. Do drop us a subscribe if you've only just found us. Drop us a like as well, as Jacob and others are here each week as we plough through the rest of this Leeds season. We have had a bit of fun in the recent weeks just picking out the worst of Leeds, because January is such a bad month, and we thought, well, why the hell not? So just this week, Jacob, we're up to defenders. Can you list any of the worst defenders you've ever seen for Leeds that should get into this worst ever 11?
Oh, I mean, since I've started watching Leeds properly, we've genuinely been sort of all right. I could never name Liam Cooper as a worst Leeds defender for his service to the club. Never. Obviously, we had Ben White and him were superb in that season. We had a few, like Belushi wasn't the best really. Probably would put him in there, to be fair. Another one for me was Diego Llorente, who actually started quite well under Bielsa. He got 3 goals in the first season, but then it was just, his rating went down and down. And that season where we went down with Allardyce, Gracia, Marsh, that horrible season, he was really poor. So I'd have to put him in there as well.
Okay. Let us know.
I can never put like Kyle Bartley in there either, because obviously Kyle Bartley's gone on to be a championship,
absolutely,
a very consistent championship player.
Absolutely.
So
It's a workhorse, isn't he? Yeah, absolutely. Let us know in the comments below who else should definitely get in the worst Leeds 11.
Obviously, it's going to differ between when everybody's watched Leeds, but obviously I've only been following Leeds for probably about 10-ish properly.
Yeah.
So everybody's different. But yeah, give me a hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Drop it in the comments below. Right, Jacob, we'll let you go. I know it's late at the time of recording this, so thank you very much for coming on and giving us your views. Next week, it's Cardiff City at home. We're also asking Jacob to name his January player of the month, and we're also asking who are the worst Leeds midfielders. So we're doing all of that next week following the Cardiff game. Enjoy that, Jacob. Thank you for coming on and joining us, and we'll see you guys in 7 days' time. Appreciate the view. Drop us a like if you can on the way out. See you next week.